US President Donald Trump has made India-US ties walk on a thin ice in yet another tariff move. President Trump signed an executive order to impose an additional 25% tariff on imports from India. Why? For directly or indirectly importing oil from Russia. Not to forget, this 25% tariff is in addition to the earlier 25% tariff on Indian imports that Trump approved on July 31st this year. The first 25% tariff will be implemented from 7th of August 2025, while the additional 25% tariff will come into force after a 21-day period. Trump's latest tariff takes total duties on import of Indian goods into the United States to 50%, 20% more than the tariff on China and 31% more than on Pakistan. This new tariff follows India's sharp criticism of Mr. Trump's double standards on importing Russian goods. While Trump said that he was clueless and doesn't know anything about US-Russia trade, he continues to threaten countries like India for importing Russian oil. In an executive order signed recently, Trump wrote, "I find the government of India is currently directly or indirectly importing Russian Federation oil. In my judgment, I determine it necessary to impose an ad valorem duty on imports of articles from India." Trump also ordered all key departments of his administration and their presiding secretaries to identify if any other countries are importing Russian oil. He has asked them to suggest to him the extent of tariffs he should levy on them as well. Responding to Trump's latest tariff, India confronted US in a press release which read, "We have already made clear our position on these issues, including the fact that our imports are based on market factors and done with the overall objective of ensuring the energy security of 1.4 billion people of India. It is therefore extremely unfortunate that the US should choose to impose additional tariffs on India for actions that several other countries are also taking in their own national interest." The press release by Ministry of External Affairs of India further added that we reiterate that these actions are unfair, unjustified, and unreasonable. India will take necessary actions to protect its national interests. Not only India, Russia also slammed Trump for illegally pressuring countries like India to cut trade ties with Moscow after the US president threatened additional tariffs on India. We hear many statements that are in fact threats, attempts to force countries to cut trade relations with Russia. We do not consider such statements to be legal, said Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov. So while Trump was busy imposing tariffs on India, Brazil's President Lula da Silva rejected Donald Trump's proposal to negotiate new 50% US tariffs. The Brazilian leader said he would not call Trump to discuss tariffs because the US leader does not want to talk, but added, "I will call Jinping, I'll call Prime Minister Modi, I won't call Putin because he can't travel now, but I will call many presidents." The Brazilian president also termed Trump's tariff on Brazil as regrettable and vows to take the matter to the World Trade Organization. As Trump plays his own tariff game and threatens nations for buying Russian energy, the question is, can this be the start of a new global shift? Lula said he will initiate a conversation at the BRICS group of developing nations about how to tackle Trump's tariffs. The US president has already targeted BRICS countries for buying Russian oil and claims that BRICS challenges the hegemony of US dollar. Trump had earlier even threatened BRICS member countries and has said that if they are a member of BRICS, they are going to have to pay a 10% tariff just for that one thing and they won't be a member long. Trump has presented the idea that he is indeed scared of the BRICS group and suggested that he wants to break up the group. The question is, why is Trump insecure of the BRICS group? President Trump had said, "BRICS was set up to hurt us. BRICS was set up to degenerate our dollar and take our dollar, take it off as the standard." Is it even possible? Well, the idea of a BRICS currency was suggested by Brazil's president Lula da Silva in 2023. Members of BRICS group are interested in expanding trade in their national currencies. By some estimates, BRICS members account for more than a third of global GDP based on purchasing power parity. If successful, this move can reduce the dependency dependency on the dollar of a significant chunk of the global economy. A term for it is de-dollarization. If such a system is developed, it could potentially become an alternative to the SWIFT interbank network using BRICS countries' currencies or their digital equivalents. However, there are likely many different views and competing interests within BRICS on how to get it done, not to mention technical challenges. India is set to host the BRICS summit next year as Trump continues his tariff tactics. Will the next BRICS summit pose a threat to Trump's actions? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.